Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Women Winning Wednesdays. I'm your host, Maryland attorney Elsa W. Smith, and I'm also the owner of the law offices of Elsa W. Smith, where our mission is to empower women through estate planning. Today's episode, we're going to talk for a few minutes about 5 problems that you may face when a loved one dies. I'm going to put that on the screen. There you go. So for those taking notes, 5 problems you may face when a loved one dies. Now, why did I choose this as my topic? The 5 problems that I'm going to highlight are just some that have been experienced by my clients and some by prospective clients, while they're in my office sharing these issues. And these are some of the most common ones that I've heard of. And by the way, if you hear me or when you hear me use the term decedent, that refers to the person who has just died. Okay, so that's a term, decedent. Now, let's jump right into it. The first problem that you may face when a loved one dies is paying for the funeral. Yeah. Was there insurance? Was there, some sort of pre-need arrangement with a local funeral home? And when I'm talking about insurance, that includes burial or final expenses insurance. From my research, this type of insurance is a whole life policy that pays for funeral expenses when you die. And there are several companies that offer this type of insurance. So do your research. What some of the expenses that burial insurance typically covers is a burial plot, caskets, cremation, flowers, funeral home services, grave opening and closing, headstones, the obituary notice, and urn services. So there are a number of things that can be taken care of with burial insurance. Like I said, the point is, how you're going to, how the funeral is paid for. And if your loved one doesn't have either this type of insurance or some other monies set aside in preparation, for their passing, this is a good opportunity for you to have a conversation with your loved one and at least get them thinking about what they can do to lessen the blow and lessen the burden on those that they leave behind. Like I said, touchy issue. It gets a little complicated when a particular loved one may not have readily accessible funds. That's why I mentioned the use of insurance as a possible, underline possible, way of paying for